Good morning, party people.
Welcome to the breakdown.
That's Nath, I'm Johnny. Together we are the breakdown with Nath and Johnny. You've been here before, you know that.
You might not have been here before because this artist gets people to support him no matter what he does. So you might be someone that really likes him and you support everything he does and anyone that talks about him. But welcome if you're one of those people.
We've reacted to almost everything he's dropped lately, over the last couple of years.
Yep. Yeah.
Anyway, hey, also before I get into this, look, I just want to say we know that Ronnie is a bit of a polarizing figure. We know that there are people who don't like him. We're neither here nor there. We're here to have good vibes.
I am there. I think he does some dumb shit on the internet, but I think he means to do some dumb shit on the internet because he likes the controversy.
He's definitely a provocateur.
Yeah, and I definitely don't agree with a lot of stuff he says. However, the music is what we're here to check out because I met some of his band and they were really lovely dudes. And this is written by our friend Cody, who's part of, and also MARILYN Manson. What? MARILYN Manson co-wrote this one. So
really?
Yeah.
That's weird. My point being, we try to bring good vibes here, okay? We don't want discussions about negative shit. We're here to check out music and just enjoy that sort of thing. So, look, we get it if you have feelings about it. That's fine. But don't start arguments with people in the comments because, it's just pointless. It's just a waste of time. Let's bring positivity. You know what? One thing I feel is if there are potentially people that follow provocative or artists that can often raise that sort of moral discussion.
Yep.
If we can have some of those people come to our channel and just enjoy positivity and not get caught up in that, then perhaps it's a good thing that we can sort of maybe help people see the beauty in positivity and not, getting dragged into arguing with people and being negative with people and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
I like you. I think you're a really kind person.
Same.
I'm not talking about you. Them.
Oh, right.
You're the absolute epitome of disgust. And I still love you though.
Thank you very much.
I love you despite that.
Okay, thank you. Cool hat.
Thanks, bro. It's on my head.
Yeah. It's got a really small...
I cut it.
You cut it?
Yeah.
Let me guess, because you had to get close to things.
No, I've just been fucking around with a new style of... Fuck, this is giving me a delay. I've been cutting the brims of my hats slightly shorter lately, because I feel like a lot of the time when I wear a hat and it's really long, particularly when I'm doing videos, light doesn't hit your face. I say to you, take a hat off and we shoot a lot? Yeah. Or brim up. So I've been cutting my brim shorter, and I quite like it.
You should maybe try releasing Furor or breakdown hats that have that style if you can find something.
If you think I haven't already started that process, you are sorely mistaken.
It reminds me of our bump caps from work. So we have bump caps so you don't hit your head and hurt yourself when you're working in the train cabs. But the brims...
No, Johnny's a dum-dum. He has to wear a thing to remind him not to hit his head against something.
Nathan doesn't work in the physical trade world, so he doesn't get what I'm talking about. No, because if you a brim on your hat would be too, you can't get...
Why would you be wearing a cap inside at work?
Because you have to protect your hat.
Your head? Huh? Hard head. Hard hat.
Hard hats are so much worse. They're so annoying. They're so big and bulky. These are essentially it looks like this. That cap I wore on the way in. It has a protector inside it.
He looked really handsome.
Oh, thank you.
This is a very...
Anyway,
very
let's stop talking.
Start. Yeah. Everyone's like, I thought they said positive, but they were just idiots.
Sorry.
God is a weapon.
Oh. Okay, so seeing MARILYN Manson's name on it going, that's a weird sort of person for him to collab with. I guess he's done Alex Terrible and Tech Nine and stuff, so I guess it's not that strange, but I can instantly hear the Manson-ness in this. I can even see it in the music video. It's got that sort of ominous, dark, and the way he delivered a whisper at the end there, the way the guitar kicked in, a very slow picked sort of thing. It also kind of gives me a slower Bad Omens vibe.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah. This sonic sound is very on trend now. There's a lot of bands like your Bad Omens, your Healths, your Dayseeker that are having a sexiness to it's like a brooding metal.
He just saying that because he had his shirt off. And
He's pretty jacked as well.
He is pretty jacked. Oh, this is very Manson. Is that Manson? Oh. Oh, this all makes perfect sense now.
Manson album cover.
Yeah. How do you feel about Ronnie's singing in this? It's very different for him. It's like you're not really hearing
him in it.
Yeah. Like you're not hearing the extent of what he can do vocally, but it is cool to hear him do something different.
Yeah. I like that it's different. It's so far not my favourite Falling Reverse song. Not bad at all, but I prefer the stuff that has more of an energy and more of a...
This is a Manson song to me.
Yeah,
I can't hear the Cody in it.
100%. I was going to talk about that after.
Okay. Whoa!
I now hear the Cody in it.
Yeah. Especially the guitar production.
Yeah.
That's cool. Ooh. And there he is. Now you can hear him. Fuck it.
That's a cool build.
Yeah, that... You know what, like, that 100%... I won't say saved the song, but it made it much more exciting when it got to the end there. Like, it did have a really, really cool build. Like, it was dynamically very... Like, it had a good payoff. You know what I mean? Like, it was satisfying to get to that point. I think if it had just kept with that sort of more somber, melancholic, dark vibe the whole way, it would have felt a bit like, yeah, not bad. Cool to hear them together.
Well, that's where I was at until that point, when we literally talked about it, and then that riff kicked in a bit more, and it elevated. And it's not just because it got heavy. I just think up until that point, it didn't sound like a Falling in Reverse song.
Yeah.
It sounded like a Manson song. And that's not to say it's a bad thing. It's just not what I go to this band for.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, look, that would be a cool thing to... Is this going off a... maybe a deluxe or something, or is this just a...
I don't know, he just announced the tour that's like God Is Weapon tour with Wage War and Tech Nine and Slaughter and stuff.
Yeah, it's a big lineup. Like,
it's a very hateable lineup.
Yeah, Yeah, it is. Yeah. What do you reckon for like? Because I did see it get announced. I did see like obviously because of Follow Wage where I saw them copying a bit on their socials. But what do you think about that sort of stuff?
I think it's a really hard position to put in because it's going to allow them to reach huge audiences. I am sure that the person he is online is not who he is in reality. My problem with a lot of what he says is it has harmful effects and it leads other people to have negative opinions
Yeah.
towards
See, when you're a
things.
provocateur, if there's someone who already is a person that has those like has the actual thought process and beliefs that he's accused of,
Yeah.
that's where it becomes dangerous because it gives them traction to keep
Yeah, it
feeling like that.
amplifies negative voices.
Yeah, and I really dislike that.
But the flip side of that is like we know the Boys very
Yeah.
well, and they are all the sweetest, kindest, nicest guys.
They are absolutely lovely dudes. Yeah.
So for them to, and like Cody's worked on a bunch of stuff with Fall in Reverse before, he wouldn't have done that if he was just like, fuck that guy, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I trust in their personal judgment more than what I see on the internet, because everything on the internet you can take with a grain of salt. But I will say, like, there's been stuff that I've seen Ronnie post that I've said to you being like, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
I think that's
100%.
a dick move.
Yeah.
And
To be honest, I feel like Slaughter is the more problematic one on that lineup.
well, yeah, that's again why we didn't do the last Slaughter song. That was my call. I didn't want to support it because I was like, I just think that guy's had a piece of shit. I think that the stuff he said is really negative and really harmful, and it comes across to me like it's just me being me. But I think you being you is a problem, and I don't want to support that. So I can understand why people would be like negative in the comments, but I also think they had their reasons. And it's a really hard thing with any touring band. Like I said, I met some of the Fall in Reverse band, and they seem really nice guys, and they were all like, what the internet sees of him is not who he is.
Yeah, and we
I think
know
it's playing a
people that are quite close to Ronnie as well. And we tried to get him on the channel. He's not the sort of person that wants to do this sort of stuff, and that's fine. But we know people quite well that are really good people that are quite close to him and say that he is, a nice person and a good person. I guess that's the problem with the internet, when people only see what you put out there, and not only do they only see that side of you, but they can then interpret it whatever way they want.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing. All we can say is just if you take the initiative to be a really good person and just spread positivity, I think that's the most powerful weapon that people can have. If you have this vessel at your fingertips to put something out into the world, instead of making it an argument or instead of making it negative, just do it positively. Be a positive person. We've all learnt that the hard way over the years. I'm sure. Like we've all done and said things that we regret and things that we could have done better. But look, as far as the song goes, I actually think it was a really cool collab. With
seeing Manson come out, I think was awesome. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, same. I thought maybe it was a co-write. I didn't expect to actually have him in the clip. The clips from this band are always really impressive.
Yeah,
they're always visually stunning.
Cinematically, they're very, very well shot and captivating, and they don't necessarily take away from the music, which is
no
really, really a testament to both the director, whose name is Jensen Nolan.
Oh, yeah, Jensen's done heaps of stuff that we've checked out.
Yeah.
Very, very creative, very cool.
What do you guys think of the song God is a Weapon? Did you expect the Manson pop out? Did you agree with kind of what we said there in terms of from a song standpoint? Thanks for being here. And remember,
stay positive, stay cool, stay here and hit subscribe.
Especially that. See you guys next time.